Okay, now the next conventional source of energy is the natural gas, which occurs along with the mineral oil, that is petroleum. So wherever you are extracting petroleum, natural gas almost is found along with the petroleum. This natural gas is made up of methane, propane, and ethane. So it is also a fossil fuel. Natural gas is also a fossil fuel. So natural gas deposits mostly, as I told you, accompany along with oil deposits, as they are also made up of decomposed remains of dead animals and plants, which are buried deep under the earth. The gas which is used for running vehicles is known as CNG, or compressed natural gas. And LPG is liquefied petroleum gas, okay, which is gas supplied for the household purpose. What we use in a kitchen is your LPG, or liquefied petroleum gas, and is a byproduct obtained after refining crude oil. And the main component of LPG is butane, the other being propane and ethane. So this LPG, they say it is odorless, but the LPG in our domestic gas cylinders give a foul smell, just to give us warning in case of any leakage. Now, in many places, LPG is now from replaced by piped natural gas, or PNG, which is not stored in a cylinder like we get in for the houses. Okay, they are supplied through pipes, so they are known as piped natural gas. Okay, now on the other hand, compressed natural gas are being used as an alternative source to petrol and diesel for transport of vehicles, and it is also eco-friendly, does not produce any harmful gases in the atmosphere. So in most cities, especially in Delhi, they have switched to most vehicles like auto rickshaws, and even motor vehicles have switched over to CNG, or compressed natural gas. Now, the distribution of CNG, no, natural gas, is in the same areas where petroleum is extracted. Now, what are the advantages of natural gases? Okay, they compared to petroleum or coal, natural gas is eco-friendly, as I told you. It does not cause any damage or harm to the environment because it is made up of methane and results in less carbon emissions. It is also easier to preserve than other fuels and can be stored and transported through pipelines, small storage units, cylinders, or tankers on land as well as on sea. It can be piped into houses for heating and cooking purpose and running a variety of appliances. Sometimes you can also supply the natural gas through pipes rather than in cylinders. It is a cleaner, cheaper fuel than diesel or gasoline. It is also lighter than air and tends to dissipate when there is a leakage, unlike propane, which being heavier than air collects into explosive pockets. It is also used for producing hydrogen, ammonia for fertilizers, and some paints and plastics. So these are the advantages of natural gas. But on the other hand, natural gases also have disadvantages. Most important disadvantage is the leakage of natural gas are difficult to detect and are very dangerous. They can cause explosion or fire. And for use as fuel, except for methane, all other constituents of natural gas have to be extracted. So processing results in many byproducts like hydrocarbons, sulfur, water, helium. So it is a very expensive processing of natural gas is a very expensive production. Like all fossil fuels, natural gas, though found in abundance, is non-renewable and hence likely to get exhausted over time. And natural gas, when used as fuel in vehicles provides less mileage than gas like petroleum or diesel. You can run your vehicle for a longer distance if you're using petroleum and diesel, but when you're using natural gas, vehicles cannot move long distance, so it falls more expensive in the long run. Now the last of the renewable resources is your no hydropower, or power generated through hydroelectricity or water, is a renewable source of energy. Now what happens, how is hydroelectricity produced? It is produced from the energy that is released when water falls from a great height with great force, and then you have a turbine, and the great force of the water helps to drive the turbine, which in turn generates electricity. Okay, so the hydropower electricity has its advantage because it does not cause any pollution, it is renewable, all right, and it has, whenever you construct a hydropower project, it has a multi-purpose project. Not only so, a hydropower project has multi-purpose project, not only to generate electricity, it is also used to control floods, for irrigation, as well as for navigation. So three advantages of hydropower: one, it is non-pollution; next, it is renewable; and lastly, it is, since it is a multi-purpose project, it can be used not only to generate electricity but also to control floods, irrigation, and navigation. Okay, so in India, the first hydropower project was set up in Darjeeling and Shimsha. In Darjeeling, it was set up in 1898. What are the advantages of hydropower? It is clean, non-polluting source of energy, all right, does not contaminate air or water, and it does not produce any greenhouse gases which would prove harmful to the global warming. It is a renewable source of energy which can be used again and again. Dams built to produce hydroelectricity also help to save and restore water. It is economical and sustainable as it saves on fossil fuels and is cheaper than electricity produced from fossil fuels like coal, petroleum. Disadvantage: the cost of building dams for producing hydroelectricity is very high. So, when you're building a dam, alters the natural water table level. And building large dams can also cause serious geological damage, like it may trigger earthquakes in that area. And when you're building dams to produce electricity, it may displace people from that area and disturb their physical, mental, and psychological balance. Now, you need to study two important hydroelectric um, projects in India. The first is the Bhakra Nangal Dam, is a joint project of the states of Punjab, Haryana, and Rajasthan. Okay, Bhakra, and there are two projects. Bhakra and Nangal together are known as Bhakra Nangal project. They are built across the Satluj River, and it helps. Bhakra Dam helps the states of Punjab, Haryana, and Rajasthan. Both are built across the Satluj River, and it is built not only for generating electricity but also for irrigation purpose and also to prevent flooding. Okay, next you have the Hirakud Dam, which is in Orissa, built across the Mahanadi River, and it is one of the first major multi-purpose river valley projects. Multi-purpose river valley projects mean projects which are used not only for generating electricity but also to control flood, for irrigation purpose, as well as for navigation. So this dam, the Hirakud Dam, regulates the flow of the Mahanadi River and produces hydroelectricity throughout several hydroelectric plants. The dam also helps control floods. Okay, and it also provides irrigation in districts of Orissa like Sambalpur, Bargarh, Subarnapur. And the water released by the power plant is used to irrigate areas in Mahanadi Delta. So these are the two important hydel power projects you need to study. One is the Bhakranangal Dam. Where is it located? Which states does it help? What is the main purpose? Just need to study. Across which river is it built? You need to study that. Next is your Hirakud Dam. All right, where is it built? Where is it located? Across which river is it built? What is the main purpose? Not only for hydroelectricity, it is also used for the purpose of irrigation as well as to control floods. Actually, the main purpose of the multi-purpose projects are these. Okay, and also navigation. So you need to study only Bhakranangal Dam and Hirakud Dam.